Hold on. Okay, it's gone. JoJo, bisexual, genderqueer, misogyny in video games. And more importantly in the video game community, because there has been a newly arisen issue of a person by the name of ZOE QUINN, who I understand is a female and probably identifies as a woman, who developed a game that got a poor review or maybe a fair review. Either way, she didn't like the review, and she tried to delete the video, have the video taken down, as many people do. She's far from the first, and she'll very likely be far from the last. The issue for me isn't so much as what she did, because, you know, when you do something like that, you are shunned from the video game community. You'll never sell another game again. We've seen it happen to major companies. We've seen it happen to smaller developers. ZOE QUINN is pretty much no more as far as we're concerned. But what bothers me is the rumor that spread about her that she was having sexual relations with journalists or game reviewers or whatever have you title them by, to get good reviews for her material. Now, I don't know that much about the game in question. I know it's something about depression. It was released around Valentine's Day, and then it got a re-release or some shit like that. And maybe some people didn't like it. I don't know. That shit happens too. But what the fuck? I know people think that, you know, this is weird, but what's with this rumor that she slept with people? Like, and why is that rumor getting so much merit in being passed around? I just can't help but say it, if she were a male person, people would not care if she slept with people, because men are allowed to be promiscuous in our society. And I mean, well, I'm saying that generally. Someone would care. People that really care about the video game community would still care and be concerned about this rumor. But in reality, it's just a rumor. If we're going to have this conversation, let's have the conversation about what we know ZOE did, which is try to have the video removed because she didn't like the review, instead of focusing on this rumor that is also rumored that her ex started, which is probably more true than the rumor. Nothing against her ex, I don't know either of them, but it's just ridiculous that something like this even has to happen in the first place. And I'm making my case because as many times as I have heard this happen before, this is the first time I've ever heard of a rumor like this being started because someone has done something like this. And the other culprits, as far as I know, have either been groups of people or specifically the male men people. But mostly, for the record, I will say has been mostly a group of people, like a company or an indie developer group or something like that. And it's just a ridiculous shame that the video gaming community is we're still set so far back. We have these devices that have us visit so many different worlds, and we visit so many different places that don't even exist, and meet so many different people and creatures and stuff like that, and we can be so open-minded to that. But women, fuck that shit, you know? Like, that's what I don't understand. With the broadness of what we have access to with our media, why are we so narrow-minded and closed in and hateful and subjectifying? It's gravely disappointing, and that's the kind of thing that discourages people from entering such creative medias such as video games or comic books, and even yet still anime, and pretty much the only safe place to have a vagina is fucking books, and I don't like books. So I'm gonna fight for my ground, because video games is my shit. But, really, I want us all to address this as a community. Fuck this rumor. And focus on, fuck this rumor and focus on what she actually did. But we also need to have a conversation of why this rumor has gotten so out of hand in our community. In the fucking new trailblazing ass community where we can pretty much do anything we want. Why are we still so woman hating? And a lot of other things hating too. And, someone that I had a very decent conversation with pointed out that, what did they point out? They pointed out that, I want to say it's the part where someone would still care. Yes, someone would still care, but we need to care about how much value we're putting on this rumor, how this doesn't happen to anyone else or any other kind of person, and we need to do the thing that we don't want to do and look at ourselves. And we need to realize that what we are putting out is what the video game industry is taking in, and they will project that back to us. They are no more sexist, racist, ableist, anything else other kind of hate than we are, because that's what we consume. That's how we act, that's what we tell them we want, and then they put it back out to us, and then we consume it. Hey, look at fucking Skullgirls. I don't think I really need to. Well, and then there's so many more examples. There are actually better examples than Skullgirls, but that's the most recent one. And off topic subject. The argument for Skullgirls was admirable, but poorly written. Anyway, I mean, just look at any female character that we've had. Look at all the damsels in distresses versus the female heroes. And then the female heroes that we do get, look at how oversexed and stereotyped they are. That comes from us. And when we do shit like this, we show that it is acceptable, and it's a vicious cycle. So, yeah, we need to fix that. So do it. Video game community. Yo, Joe. Be nice to each other for fuck's sake. Bye. Turn off. Turn off.